there's always something captivating in old photographs. Each picture has its own story, its own value, not to mention the unique atmosphere that is characteristic of the snapshots from the past. These are far from the millions of selfies taken every second around the world. I present to you a large collection of historical photos that not only depict the subject captured in them, but also represent an entire era. Watch the video until the very end. Immerse yourself in this past. It will be fascinating. This 1971 photo shows an ornithologist holding a 6-month-old Andean condor, one of the largest birds in the world. The wingspan of an adult condor can reach 3 meters, and its weight can go up to 15 kilograms. Andean condors inhabit the high mountain regions of South America and are symbols of strength and freedom. Roller coasters in Atlantic City, New Jersey, USA, 1901. The roller coaster was designed and patented by inventor John Taylor under the name Inclined Railway and was first opened in Coney Island in 1884. 2 women standing on giant turtles during a turtle race. USA, 1920s. Giant turtles should not be used as seats or supports. Their bodies aren't suited for such loads, which can lead to spine injuries, internal damage, or muscle tears. But in the USA, making a show of everything has always been popular. 17th century England. Low-cut necklines were in fashion, but what's interesting is that with the general trend for aristocratic paleness, the vascular patterns on the skin were considered beautiful. To emphasize their high status, girls would draw veins on their necks, chests, and shoulders with blue pencils. Japanese people commuting to work in 1964. Back then and now, people in Tokyo don't live there. It's very expensive, but they all work in the capital, so they commute for several hours from the suburbs. There are so many people in Japan and so little land, so bumping into and hugging strangers is common. Vietnamese rice fields and gardens after a carpet bombing by the USA on B-52 planes, 1960. In 1960, a series of photos were taken of a young woman posing naked for the photographer. The passionate and fiery lady in the photos is Stanley Ann Dunham, Barack Obama's mother, at the age of 18. These photos were taken a year before Obama's birth, in her own home's living room, where she posed without any embarrassment. It seems the photographer was either a close man or a relative. This photo is a true masterpiece of street comedy from the past. A young man, while helping a girl get on a bicycle, clearly overestimated his gentlemanly skills. As a result, he ended up in a position that makes it look like he's about to slap her. Germany, approximately 1930s. Rome, 1964. This is a local lost and found office. On the shelves, lost umbrellas. It's very interesting how the owner can recognize their umbrella in such abundance. Vintage selfie from 1934. Thish Quang Duc, a Buddhist monk, self-immolated in protest against the persecution of Buddhists by the South Vietnamese regime. In heads made of papier-mâché during World War I. These heads were used to deceive enemy snipers. Interestingly, this technology was born out of desperation. In trench warfare, where the front lines barely moved for months, any trick could save dozens of lives. French and British troops actively used these mannequins, sometimes even tying them to sticks to simulate movement. However, by 1917, the Germans started recognizing the deception. Perfectly intact victims didn't fall after being shot. Over time, donuts changed. This photograph looks like a regular family portrait, but Everything would have been fine if it weren't for the fact that this photo was taken just a few days before the patriarch, Charlie Lawson, second from the right, would destroy his entire family. Loading the first hard drive into a Pan American airplane, 1965. The first hard drive in the world, the IBM 305 Raymac model, weighed a ton and consisted of aluminum discs on a spool. By 1965, miniaturized 500-kilogram discs with 5 megabytes of memory were available. Your phone today contains hundreds, even thousands of such discs. Progress has truly achieved wonders. French colonial officers of the Ivory Coast. Today, the country is referred to by the French name Côte d'Ivoire to avoid reminders of what the French were really after. Ghana, 1915. The strangest censorship in history. You won't believe it, but in the early 20th century, women couldn't show their legs. Male chauvinism ruled, and men could wear shorts with hairy varicose veins until old age. On beaches, special beach inspectors controlled the length of women's slender legs. But beauty still conquered varicose veins. Crater left by the underground nuclear explosion, Sedan, 1960s, the largest artificial crater in the USA. On July 6, 1962, a peaceful purpose explosive device was lowered into a well-drilled 194 meters deep. The explosion had a power equivalent to 104 kilotons of TNT and lifted a dome of Earth 90 meters above the desert. More than 11 million tons of soil were ejected, and as a result, a crater 100 meters deep and about 390 meters in diameter was formed. On July 22, 1975, a fire broke out in a building in Boston. When photographer Stanley Foreman rushed to the scene, 19-year-old Diana Bryant and her 2-year-old goddaughter, Tiara Jones, were already on the fire escape. Suddenly, the ladder detached from the wall, and the unfortunate souls fell. As a result, Diana died, and the child survived, falling on her body, which softened the blow. Arrested men, mostly for vagrancy, the crime of lacking a home or job, were used as free labor. The convict wagons were guarded by overseers with dogs. Slavery, abolished by law, simply took on different forms. Pitt County, North Carolina, 1910. An American of Chinese descent at a factory in Los Angeles, 1942. Attempt to cure a child suffering from rickets by passing them through a hole in a healing tree, Sweden, 1918. Lester's ventriloquist dummy accused of killing 3 people, USA, 1924. During the performance, 3 elderly women died from laughter. When the police arrived, witnesses claimed it was the dummy speaking. The ventriloquist's lips didn't move. Lester was never proven guilty, but the dummy was taken into custody and a file. A competition for the most elegant cigarette smoking, Paris, 1935. The absurd death of American dancer Isadora Duncan. Her scarf got caught in the rear wheel of a car, instantly breaking her neck. Nice. September 14th, 1927. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you watching this video all the way through. I hope I was able to evoke some emotions. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as many more videos like this are ahead. I wish you all the best. Bye.